Chatting with Cherubs.
Hello and welcome to Chatting with Cherubs. I'm Morgan Rees. I'm here with the relaxed
Josh Jones.
and he's
I'm here with the wonderful
so relaxed.
Gearóid Farrelly.
Me
Welcome.
free coffees are they're coming down now. I'm
Yeah,
on the
Josh is on a come down.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on a come down. He's like, this is very much a Monday in the world of a party animal.
It was an amazing high, and
Yeah,
now the come down of
We've had a good time, but all
Free
good things must
coffees.
come to an
Now
end.
you need
Yeah.
a nice lolly, a cutch, and some time by yourself, isn't it?
what is your favourite hangover? If I'm not hungover, but if you were if you had a few drinks, what would your perfect morning be the day after?
Well, I literally had it on Sunday because I went to Olga Cox's wedding on Saturday, and it was my first drink in a month.
Ooh. Ah.
So, and I go shit-faced.
It's the first drink in a month, and I drank a month's worth of drinks.
Yeah, pretty much.
I bet she had a bougie wedding.
Very no. Let me think my words. It was so well put together.
Yeah.
Such a great wedding.
Yeah.
Really, really brilliant. I don't. It's her wedding. I don't want to give details away because I don't know what she wants giving away. But it was really, really good.
She's really nice.
Really nice. Really fun. Ewan was great. The amount of smiles in that space. The love was palpable. It was electric. It was such a good fucking wedding.
I only met her a couple of times, and I used to meet her walking in Bondi when it was in Australia with Alison Spittle.
Yeah, I got
and
to
she-
know her
yeah.
a bit in Australia, but I don't know her not as well as you because you live in the same city, so you see her more.
We don't know each other. But yeah, we went on holiday with each other.
I
We
do
went to
imagine
Primavera.
everyone, all the London comics, just all sit in a circle and share stories.
And go, do you remember Josh Jones? Fuck him.
Yeah.
remember we cut him out.
Yeah.
We got him out of the circle.
I can't bond
gone.
with those London comics. Just talk about emotions all the time.
So I was super hungover. What is my strong coffee? A cold shower.
Mm.
I double brush my teeth. And then I have 2 ice lollies.
Okay, that's good. Full fat Coke.
Yep.
Yeah.
Obviously. I'm going to say something crazy. It's wild. You might stop being my friend.
Cat.
So, yeah, cat. But no, I've stopped. Mackie's breakfast was a reliable hangover source.
Yeah.
This is going to sound, Josh, it can't be true. You're full of lies. There's something special about a Tesco breakfast. Tesco cafe breakfast.
I think there's nothing.
What's a Tesco breakfast?
Oh,
Tesco,
I used to adore the Asda one. Have you
Yeah.
ever had a supermarket cafe breakfast?
No.
Tesco's
There's-
cafe is pretty fucking good. It's so the big Tesco's has a cafe in it. Do you have Tesco here?
Yeah, we've Tesco here, but I don't think they have cafes.
Do you have big Tesco's here or just
Yeah.
Tesco Extra?
Yeah, we take
There is something
don't have-
different. There's something special about a supermarket cafe breakfast.
Yeah, Morrison's cafe is pretty good, but
Morrison's cafe is brilliant.
Tesco cafe on Uber Eats when I get that's me go-to now. It's surpassed Mackie's breakfast.
Especially,
Wow.
I'm going to say it's extra special if you go into the cafe. Not only because is it warmer and it's fresher. I think there's an element
The
of
stuff-
going, I'm not shopping.
Yeah, and there's stuff that you can't order on Uber Eats that you can get in there.
like
And
what?
So I get, when I'm in there, because you can't really order it, a smashed avocado on toast because
Well, they've changed.
I'm fucking posh as fuck.
Are you sure
mate.
you're not doing a Waitrose
Yeah.
breakfast?
But I pay extra for chorizo over the top, and then I get extra bacon.
Oh,
And then I
these
pay
have
for it.
changed.
I pay for extra hash browns and stuff. And I always pay for an extra sausage. Basically, I get like 2 meals on one plate, basically. That's what I'm saying. But if I order it, I ordered like a breakfast sandwich, and it's really good. It's really good. Better than Mackie's.
Fry
I'll
up.
say it.
Fry up at a cafe. A supermarket cafe is delicious. It's naughty.
Wow.
Mackie's hash brown. I did used to date a guy for a bit, and I was like, He used to order Mackie's breakfast basically every time I stayed at his house. And I was like, am I into you or is this Mackie's hash browns? But Mackie's hash browns are mint. But apart from that, I'm gone off it.
Wow.
Tesco breakfast.
For me, it is, I like something bold, like whatever treat is in the fridge. Do you know what I mean? Like something.
Are we talking sweet treat? Could it be a
sweet
savoury
treat?
Yeah.
Or no, savoury. Like my favourite meal on a hangover day is either chicken curry in the evening.
Yes,
Oh
I'm
my
the
God.
same.
Or nachos.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
fully loaded nachos. Oh my God.
No, I adore a curry the
I
evening
love
of a
it.
hangover.
And also what I do is I have it with chips and I put vinegar on the chips.
Curry and chips.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
curry and chips. That's very a Welsh meal, that.
Is it?
Oh my
Curry
God.
and
You never had
chips.
curry and chips?
I think I have. I just didn't know that the Welsh invented it.
I don't know if we invented it, but it's
delicious.
renowned in Welsh. Curry and chips.
But what I my favorite thing to do
Such
on
a
the
healthy
morning of a
country.
hangover.
Well, we have so many hills, we burn it off.
My favorite thing to do in the morning of a hangover is I like to watch telly in bed
Mm-hmm.
and just stay there and make no, like, if I'm still there at 2:00, that's fine.
I think telly
No,
in
I
bed's
need to get up and
dangerous.
shower and get outside.
Same.
No,
I'm a
no, I
nightmare.
shower and go back to bed though.
I need to
Like
be
I wash off the
walked.
hangover and then I go back to bed.
Yeah, but then you're getting back in the pit. The
Yeah, no, but I
smell.
Is
shower
that what
again.
you call the
The
bed?
pit, yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, you can't wallow in it.
My
I
worst,
gotta break it.
the worst is when I've showered and I'm up and then James is still in bed and he's like, come and cuddle me. And I'm like, fucking go clean yourself before you touch me.
See, I'm so
showered.
James. I'm like that. Every morning, Janet talks. I don't talk to Janet for the first hour in the morning because she doesn't like being spoken to, and I've learned that.
Really?
Yeah,
For the first hour.
yeah, pretty much.
So
So
what
if you
does he
wake
just
up
sit in
in-
silence?
Yeah, pretty much. I remember I'll wake. Like I remember the first time it was we were waking up. I was like, "Morning, I love you," and then they just go, "Oh."
Oh my God. I'm the opposite. I wake up like, woo! I've never got more energy than when I'm awake.
Yeah. First thing in the morning.
When I'm out of bed, loads of energy, but it takes me a while to get out of bed.
I think I'm a nightmare in the morning. I'm like, I start tickling James. I'm like, come on, woo.
Oh yeah, that's me.
I'm like, let's get outside. I love it. Especially we both got a day off. I'm like, what we doing? Where we going? I love adventures.
Yeah, you do. You're like a Labrador.
I need to be outside.
You
And
need
like,
to be
woo.
fed and walked.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, Janet's a homebody though. Janet wants to Janet's like, you've packed too much in. We can't do all this. I'm saying we can get to Spain and back. Come on, let's do this.
James says that like if I just look a bit lost or a bit down, he's like, you need a walk? And take me for a walk, and then I'm like, I'm fine. Like, I don't know why. I'm one of those, do you know those annoying people who don't believe in mental health and they're like, just get outside and walk. And it's like, actually, some people have really bad mental health issues. I'm the only person who actually getting outside and walking is good for me.
Yeah.
Like for me, I'm like, yeah, that's good advice. For people who are genuinely on the edge, maybe professional help. But but for me, if I see a tree, I'm buzzing.
No, me completely. So, the amount of times I've gone like, oh my God, my life's a wreck. I'm so fucking useless. Everything's going right. I'll go like, I need to drink some water. I think I'm literally dehydrated.
Yeah.
Or a shower. I mean, like the other side of a shower, things feel so much better.
Yeah. Do you still have that weird foot thing in your shower?
No.
Do you not?
No, that was a phase, but that did feel amazing.
I was thinking of buying one.
They feel so good.
He had a scrubber. So you put your foot...
How much you pay him?
It was like scrubbing brushes and you put your foot in it.
Yeah, and scratch your foot on it. I didn't have a go because it wasn't mine.
Yeah. I had
And I
did
don't want
I did a
gross
foot
dead
peel.
skin on my foot.
You did what?
I did a foot peel. Where
Yeah.
you
I've heard
you
about
put your
this.
feet in 2 bags of acid and
Mhm.
it peels off.
Yeah, I quite
um,
like them.
Have you done them?
Yeah.
What was it like?
It's because it doesn't peel straight away. It's like 2 days later.
Yeah, it comes off in your socks.
Oh, that's gross.
It doesn't really work on me. It just makes me, maybe I'm buying the wrong ones, but just gets me feet a bit sludgy. And you chop the bag up and put it, and you have a little weird wet sock on.
Yeah.
I quite like it.
Oh, really?
It's very strange. I did one once, but it wasn't a peel. It was like I don't know. It was a little shy. But I also bought, when I'm away sometimes touring, I buy those, the sheet mask things for your face, like, if you're watching a movie. But I bought one that's for your ass without realising it.
Ah.
You put, I actually still have
Well,
it.
to be yours look the same. You're talking about both.
Do you get the slap version?
Very mean.
Speaking of slapped asses, have we had someone writing in?
We've had somebody writing in.
Right, this is another fan fiction, and neither have you read it?
No. I saw it come in and I was like, I'm going to wait till we're in person.
Yeah.
Gearóid said he read the first bit and he thought it was hilarious, which means it's probably going to be something really negative about me.
Or me.
I think he'd laugh more about me.
Well,
He likes to watch me in pain.
will we read it?
Yeah.
Can we
Do you
get
wanna
for
read?
our new listeners? We'll try and I'll put the episode in the episode description. Someone very kindly wrote in with fan fiction. I think this is actually part 3, isn't it?
Yeah, this is fan fiction 3.0.
3.0. In the last one, Gearóid, Josh, and myself went out on Canal Street, the gay district in Manchester.
And me and Gearóid got a tram home.
Yes.
After eating.
We had food and a drink, and you two got a tram home.
Morgan looked at his belly, and the quote was, he left with a bounce in his step and a bounce in his belly.
Yes. Because I apparently have a new body.
Bless you.
Okay, so this begins fanfiction 3.0. No, Josh. No, we can't. Not again.
Oh my God.
Morgan tossed and turned in his sleep.
You're having sex dreams about me.
Clearly dreaming, breathing heavily, his hand reaching down at the figure in his dream, visible only to him.
Oh my God.
Wake him up, shall we now? Gearóid whispered to Josh, who was stood next to him, looking concerned.
Where are we that you fell asleep?
I must have been staying in your spare room or something.
Oh, right.
Oh, fuck this. If this is another one of his wet dreams about me, I'll give him a wet dream, Josh exclaimed as he sassily threw the glass of water in his hand, soaking the thick Welshman.
Oh my God. Okay.
I was a bit of a cunt in the last one as well.
Yeah, I thought you were going to piss on me for a second then. I'll give you a wet dream. Very important. How are you spelling thick there?
2 C's.
Okay, cool. So
2 C's.
thick as in a big fat ass, not thick as in needs extra time in his exams.
Was in my set at school.
Yeah. Thick as in bootylicious, not free laptop.
Soaking the thick Welshman, beads of water foaming in his beard and trickling their way down his body. He jumped awake, startled. What the fuck, Josh? Morgan, it's happening again. Those dreams are back, aren't they? Asked Gearóid. I'm very melodramatic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I would tell you if I'm having sex dreams about you.
Yeah, you in this come across like, do you know, like in Harry Potter books when Hermione's like, no, you can't go and do that again. Stay out the Forbidden Forest. That's very
the
Gearóid.
voice of reason.
Yeah.
Yes. Look, I'm sorry, Josh. I can't control what I dream. I went a bit hard at the rave last night, and you didn't help. Why did you have to wear that cowboy hat? You know I can't resist you in that. This is very unnerving.
Well, this is where it becomes fact and fiction, because unless that rave was at fucking B&M Bargains, I was not there.
You haven't been to B&M S&M? It's a great rave there.
Excuse me, I'm here, lads. It's an Englishman, a Welshman, and an Irishman walked into a bar. Not just St. George and his bearded red dragon, Gearóid interjected.
Ooh. So Gearóid's jealous that Morgan's not having a wet dream about him.
Yeah, that's basically what's happening, I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can have a wet snooze about you if you want.
Also, like, you're 32. Why are you having wet dreams all this? Like, this is a regular occurrence. You keep coming in your sleep.
Morgan and his leaky dick.
I have occasional sex
the odd time.
dreams. Was
I
it?
really have. I had one recently, and I was a bit like, wow. In my head, I woke up. I'm like, I haven't slept with that. Oh, it was a dream.
Yeah. No, I've had one before, and then I woke up in panic, like, oh my God, I've had an affair. And I'm like, oh no, James is here. It was a dream.
Yeah, I had exactly the same.
Yeah.
But my one, it was oh, I won't say who it was, but it was a female person that we know. But that we've never met them. It's like
Oh, Vanessa Feltz.
No, it was Vanessa Feltz.
Judy from Richard and
It was
Judah.
Judy.
Yeah.
But in my dream, she put me over her shoulder.
Lorraine Kelly.
Lorraine Keller.
It is Lorraine Kelly.
I have met Lorraine Keller.
Have you?
Yes, I have. I did a Pride event with her. It was a pub quiz, and she was a quiz master.
So I remember I told my Vanessa Feltz story, didn't I, recently?
No, have you met Vanessa Feltz?
Yeah, I told you this. I was sat next to her at a screening, and I think she thought she was in it, but she wasn't.
How would she not know if she was in
I
it?
think she did a spin-off. It was Smoggy Queens, but she's in the spin-off chat show. She thought for some reason, I think she thought she was going to the screening of that, and she was visibly upset that she wasn't.
She went, I wasn't even in this. Why am I here, basically?
And then they said, we're also we're doing a spin-off. We've got a chat show, and in the chat show we've got, I think it was Rylan, a Dr. Raj, and then they went Vanessa Feltz, and she started wooing her own name, but no one else did.
Oh,
that's mortifying.
mortifying. Yeah, that's very bad.
Oh my! She started wooing her own name.
Because I was sat next to her.
That's so sad.
Terrible.
Yeah, we got Rylan, Dr. Raj, Vanessa Feltz. So you just hear Vanessa Feltz go, woo!
When you are like a Vanessa Feltz, so when you're like a famous for being famous, is she a commentator?
She has her own chat show on Channel 4.
Yeah.
Well, she had, but it got cancelled.
But she I
think she's a presenter on LBC.
Because when you're a comedian, a Deliveroo. Oh,
hello. Oh, thank you.
When you're a comedian, you can write for other people, or if you stop getting telly or your social media comes down, you can still do the clubs. But when you're like Vanessa Feltz, you just need to be famous.
Yeah.
So when it's like, woo, it's like I've still got a job. Woo.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It's really sad.
That's really sad.
Really sad.
Well, speaking
she
about
must be a millionaire, though.
Can you always say
She always says that.
But they were on telly when telly was millionaires.
Yeah.
They must be she's been on telly since I was
a
kid, and they were making money then. And she had her own chat show when people were fucking hell. You do a bit of telly now, they're like, here's 50 quid and a Kit Kat. Like they
amen.
They barely pay. But back then it was millions. Well,
yeah.
Well,
she doesn't have a job now, and by the way this is going, I may not, because Gearóid interjected, why don't you just replace me with some Scottish fella? I hear Larry Dean is available between seasons of SNL. That is very pointed.
I actually saw him the other day, and we was talking about replacing you. He was at Dead Meat.
He was at Dead Meat.
He was at the festival at the weekend.
Oh,
yeah. What would it be like if Larry was in the mix?
better. Probably have more listeners.
Sorry, Gearóid.
No, I mean, if
Josh.
any of us were replaced.
I suppose Morgan is right. He can't help his dreams. Even so, I'm sorry you're not part of the fun. Make believe or not. Oh God, guys, that's just the thing. You were both there this time. Josh, you were in the cowboy hat, and only the cowboy hat.
Oh, got big hat.
And let's just say, Gearóid, that you were wearing...
Yeah, I was sat in it like a bath. Just my head popping out the top.
And let's just say, Gearóid, that you were wearing a horse mask.
A what mask?
A horse mask.
A horse
Horse
mask.
mask.
Or was I riding you like a horse then?
And chomping at the bit, so to speak. The three of them burst out laughing. A horse mask? Really, Morgan? Brings a whole new meaning to hung like a horse. It must be the calendar shoot, lads. I'm sorry. said Morgan, drying himself with his t-shirt from the floor. Let's just get it out of the way. Have you had a chance to finish the list? Today was the shoot for their new project, Chatting with Cherubs merch, their 2027 calendar.
Has everyone else just remembered we said we would do a calendar?
Yeah, I just remembered that,
I really just feel like, let me see how much, what the scales are saying. I'm going for Ventura in September.
Of the months they had sorted, their favourites were January, the three of them in kilts, topless, carving into a haggis.
Carving? Into a
haggis is soft, like.
February. Weak arms.
Yeah.
Carving.
Josh and Gearóid dressed as cherubs, with Morgan dressed as Cupid. Only instead of an arrow in his bow, it's a 12-inch big dildo.
Fair enough.
That's a good idea. We can take these.
That's a good one.
Yeah, we'll take that.
March, green hot pants surrounded by pots of golden rainbows. April.
Is that you?
That's me. That's Paddy's day.
That's definitely
Yeah.
April, Josh dressed in bunny ears and a bunny tail, with others collecting love eggs in their baskets.
Do you know what's so funny? I've been thinking for fancy dress that I would do do you remember when Bridget Jones turns up at the Hawes and Vickers?
Oh, yeah.
And she's in the bunny outfit. I was like, I would do that outfit with a blonde wig.
That would be hilarious. October, three devils with mischief upon their faces, shotting fireball.
What's fireball?
I don't know.
Shooting
fireball,
fireballs.
Maybe? Oh, shooting fireballs. Okay. December, Morgan dressed as Santa. I mean, come on. That beard and the muscle-thick torso. Who else was it going to be? With Josh and Gearóid bursting out of giant presents as slutty elves.
Hey!
I think
we could do
elves.
You get the picture. The rest of the months were lightly themed thirst traps.
Nice. We haven't done thirst traps in a while, have we?
I don't think I ever have.
I don't think I've ever done them. I'm not really thirst trappy.
Well, it depends.
I don't think people don't want them from me.
No, but the thing is, anything could be a thirst trap. People are into.
That's very optimistic of you, Josh. That's a nice way of looking at things.
No, but people are into crazy shit. I could put a picture of me eating a steak bake, and some bastard will absolutely wank over it. They would, but you don't know what people are into. People like some people.
Gregophile.
Anything could be a thirst trap, really.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a nice way of looking at the world.
That's very upbeat, Josh.
What a nice way of looking at people wank over anything.
Yeah.
The boys have had such a laugh taking the photographs. It has turned inadvertently into a bit of a party. They had started shotting the fireball for real, and that was it. They kept going.
Maybe fireball is a
Maybe
drink.
it's a drink.
Maybe it's a drink. I've just woken up.
At least 4 drinks down and 7 shots in, they're all feeling so comfortable with each other. They were close, but this was different. Just a safe space for them. The last shoot was January, so they all peel off one by one to get ready for the picture. Josh comes out first in a Jones tartan kilt.
Oh. What would the tartan be for the Joneses?
It's just pictures of Saran Jones and my face just weaved in between each other.
Well, yeah.
What my it's probably like Bananarama with shamrocks.
Yeah. I think mine would be, you wouldn't be able to tell it to look at it. You just think it'd be like a normal, ordinary tartan. But when you zoom in, it's just Greg's sausage, beans and cheese pasties all put together.
Love them.
Have I ever made you a cheese and bean pie?
No.
James loves it. He loves beans.
Love beans.
Yeah.
The fit was perfect. Morgan knew somebody who made traditional Scottish and Welsh kilts, so they were bound to be spot on. That's a very odd detail.
Yeah, I think there might be someone from the Scottish Bear Society. Remember I did that?
Josh had been working out quite a bit lately.
I actually have. Though.
He has.
Can we
great.
just say I have a bit? Started me running, and I downloaded a calisthenics app, but I keep doing day one. But yeah,
Josh had a skinny sausage sandwich earlier as well.
Yeah, I did. They both had a sausage sandwich, and then I had one sausage in one piece of bread because I'm on a diet, but then I did it again about half an hour later. So I had the same thing, but I just spread it out.
Yeah.
It's better for your body to make it into energy that way.
He'd added a bit of muscle and it showed. Even in
And
the
it
kilt.
showed.
Yeah, it showed.
It
Oh, I
showed.
thought you said and it showed. Yeah, he added a bit of muscle just to his dick. A big wide willy.
Oh, Josh, what have you been doing to get that showed?
It showed in my shorts.
What
Even in-
exercise got that?
Do people do willy weights?
Oh, I'm sure
They definitely
do
are. I
to
think I
make it
remember
bigger,
looking them
yeah.
up when I was very insecure about my willy size.
Did you?
Yeah.
Even in his kilt, his arse looked fire.
Oh, thank
Ooh.
you so much.
Morgan and Gearóid were speechless when they saw him. You look incredible, Josh.
Thank you, guys. This is the best one. Last time you just fed me and I got a tram home.
Well, you had to hitch a ride with Gearóid. You couldn't afford one yourself,
Yeah, I
wasn't
know. I had to get a tram
'Cause you couldn't
halfway
afford a taxi.
before I could get an Uber because I couldn't afford a full Uber. And this one, I've got a nice ass and a kilt, so this is
Yeah.
a compliment.
He's done well. Next was Gearóid. Farrelly tartan has green and tan colours, which suited his skin.
It feels like it's a real stretch to find a compliment for you in this.
It does.
it? Josh is really muscular and a great ass, and
Gearóid has green skin.
To be honest, though, they said he's been working out, so they've changed what they think my body is now
yeah.
to what they wished it was.
yeah.
It suited his skin, the darkness of his hair, and his eyes perfectly. He had let a bit of chest hair grow, and the other boys were surprised at how great his body looked in his kilt.
Okay,
Ooh.
oh, there we go.
That's not bad, not
Yeah.
bad.
But we were surprised.
Yeah, we were surprised.
You're like, whoa, you don't look awful.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks,
I'm not
boys.
crying.
No pressure on the stocky Welshman now. You both look incredible. I'm going to look like...
I don't like the stocky thing.
I'm
earlier.
going to look like a bloody psycho wibbly wobbly next to you two.
A biscotti wibbly wobbly.
Biscotti wibbly wobbly.
My bit about jellyfish in Welsh.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The Welsh for jellyfish is biscotti wibbly
Oh,
wobbly.
okay. Morgan said as he went off to get changed, that could not have been further from the truth.
Hey.
Morgan had been burning the candle at both ends, meaning a lot of booze and fast food and not masses of time for the gym.
Oh.
However, yeah.
Oh, please say about it. He's stepping about it, his belly.
Please. However, the 15 kilogram he had slowly put on framed him like a Welsh knight.
Oh, nice. It's a bit mad they got the exact amount. That's exactly how much I put on.
It was too much. As naturally as anything, the mood just took them, and before they knew it, oh God.
Oh, it was too much. Like I thought you meant he put too much weight on. It was too much. Like, oh, that's a lot.
Morgan died.
As
He had heart failure and dropped dead.
Oh, man. As naturally as anything, the mood just took them, and before they knew it, Josh and Morgan were kissing.
Oh, I
While
hate
Gearóid
that.
gently kissed Josh's neck.
Oh.
And worked his hand down his body.
You couldn't reach him. About a foot taller than both of you.
You know when a kid has
Yeah,
a sweet.
I can
Yeah.
only give him reaches at the
Yeah.
neck.
There's no bit where you stood on the yellow pages in there, is there?
He reached under Josh's kilt
Oh,
and, as he suspected, found a pot of gold. Josh...
That's where I keep my money. I
I
don't
know.
believe in bank cards.
Josh
I
is
don't
cash
trust the
only.
robots.
You've heard of Bank of Dave, the Bank of Josh, he leaves it bizarre.
Josh's... God. Josh's hardening, smooth shaft beginning to pulse with the even faster rhythm of his beating heart.
How quickly do you think people at home have switched from loudspeaker to headphones?
Yeah.
I think they've switched off.
Can I just circle back to my smooth shaft?
Yes.
So I have to, in real life, tweeze my willet because I get one hair halfway up. How mad is that? Like a witch's mole. So in real life, I have to pluck it.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Just out of nowhere, just one big air.
God, it's made this even more disturbing.
Ah, that's so funny.
Does anyone else do that? Do you have hair grow up?
No, I've got a new. I've in the last few years, I've got a skin tag there though.
Oh,
I've never had before.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bit of fun fact.
They slid into bed together as Josh worked his way from Morgan's right nipple to his left.
That takes you all the time.
What a foreplay expert there you are, Josh.
Just right to left. Can I just say I've got more work ethic when it comes to sex?
Wow, Josh, you blew my mind when you went from that right nipple to the left.
nipple.
He treasures a day off.
Where the earth did you learn that?
Then down over his manly torso until he too found his pulsating cock bigger than Josh remembered.
Oh, so it's happened before.
Oh.
While Josh was working away on him.
I also forgot.
While Josh was working away on him, he set to work on Gearóid's thick member, massaging back and forth.
So you're tossing off Gearóid now?
Yeah. I hate this.
It's so weird.
It's fucking crazy.
Within 5 minutes, they were lost in rhythmic, undulating, moaning bliss, and their climax was individually 3 times stronger than any of them had felt before individually.
Oh, it's like when we work together as a free, we're super strong. We're like the Powerpuff Girls. We're atomic kitten.
Yeah. I was like the fact we only lasted 5 minutes. Can we...
Yeah, it was very short. We didn't get a lot done. They lay there motionless, catching their breath
Also,
for a few minutes.
Me just going right to left has made you come more than you've ever come before.
That's what I'm into. That's why you always watch Space Invaders, just watching them go back left to right.
For a few minutes until the silence was broken. Shall we do January another time? Oh my God, Sharon.
Who's Sharon?
I don't know who Sharon is.
Oh, is this a photographer?
What? How long? We forgot. Sorry. It's okay, lads. It's been ages since I've seen one of those things fire off. I'd almost forgotten how they worked.
So do we?
I think we might have been shagging in front of a photographer called Sharon.
Sharon was Josh's butch lesbian friend. She ran the Dyke Comedy Bar in Manchester, but was a professional photographer on the side. Her last set of Manchester Pride pictures had made the gay Times. The lads and all their lust had completely forgotten she was still there. I mean, I really feel for Sharon. Sharon is on a bad day.
Yeah. Because little does she know, I can't have sex or do anything with anyone but me and Janik in the room. Can't do it with animals. I can't do it with the spiders in the room. I can't.
Yeah. The builders did see you do it once.
Yeah, but I didn't realise we left the windows open and the scaffolding was up.
Yeah.
Still, I bet these pics are going to really ignite my career. Cheers. She raised a shot of Fireball in the air and downed it. They all looked at each other laughing and collapsed down on top of each other on the bed.
So we've just had sex in front of someone.
Yeah.
And then she's been like, oh, sorry. And then we took a shot and gone, ha ha, and lied down. We're fucking monsters.
And
we are real monsters.
Also, she was going to publish the photographs.
Yeah.
Disclaimer from the writer. Whilst not expressly mentioned before, of course these little stories are purely fictional and by no way intended to offend or embarrass any of the cherubs or disrespect their personal relationships with their partners. They are purely just for a giggle, but will never be put onto the web in any format other than via an email to the cherubs Gmail for them to take the pee out of themselves if they want at any time. The writer happens to think the lads are hilarious, all very handsome and undoubtedly have a legion. It says lesion. That must be your skin tag. And they undoubtedly have a legion of swooning gay boys out there who hopefully find these stories a laugh. However, If you ever want me to stop thinking of them or sending them, then please let me know.
Oh no, we're not bothered.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Much
not
respect, a loyal fan.
Oh no, thank you.
Ah.
It's flattering someone's took the time.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe write a novel that.
Yeah, that'll make you
Like,
some money.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like if they did it with more famous people,
Yeah,
They might-
emailed into Parent in Hell.
yeah. Exactly, Robin Josh.
Robin Josh.
Or write one about them and we'll read it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, listen, it's flattering, it's funny.
Yeah.
These things. No, thank you for the disclaimer at the end, though.
I do think that I do think that these have stepped up a notch. I do think,
Oh yeah, well, the last time the sexiest thing I did was get off the tram to get an Uber.
Yeah. And the time before that, it was a lot of will they, won't they, tension
Yeah.
in the air. This is the first time it's actually culminated into actual physical contact.
who knows?
Yeah, Morgan just got fat, and we just got a tram home last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this time Morgan got his nipples done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
while wanking you off.
I know. Oh, yeah.
So you were just stood over him.
It's weird. And also kissing your neck.
I know.
I think that
Oh.
would be weird.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, it
I
would be.
think I'd agree that this would all be weird.
It would all be very weird. Yeah.
And then we're about to wrap this all up and fuck. It's going to make
Yeah.
it really
Yeah,
put a
and we're going to
dampener on
film
it.
that for the Patreon.
If you was to write fan fiction, who would it be about?
Oh.
Who would it be about?
Do you know? I'll tell you, this is going to be very strange and this is very niche and it's for people of a certain age. There was a TV show in the 80s called Dempsey and Makepeace.
I've never heard
And it
of
was about two policemen, a policeman and a policewoman.
Ah.
But they actually got together in real life and they're married. But we never got to see that on screen.
No, it's like
Oh.
Outnumbered.
Oh, did
Are
get
they
together?
married?
They're married now.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
They both got they both separated their partners and now they're together.
Oh.
So lovely.
Yeah, I'd probably write fan fiction about Mock the Week. Get them.
Oh, God.
Get
Just
them all.
write you on it.
Write me on it. Write me on it. That'll be a bit of
Morgan-
fan fiction when Morgan just does an episode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
fan
Yeah.
fiction is just writing him implied.
Yeah, and he has a really good time and then goes home and celebrates with his partner in the privacy of their own bedroom.
With his Patreon time,
I
you
think
both.
mine would have been X-Men when I was
Nice.
younger. I had a big thing for X-Men.
Like Spider-Man and Superman.
No, it would have been the X-Men, so it would have been like Cyclops. Probably
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Cyclops and Wolverine.
Yeah, is it your driving instructor?
Oh.
Yeah. Gambit
Gambit, yeah.
from the 90s cartoon X-Men.
Ooh.
And Channing Tatum's playing Gambit in that new Avengers film.
Yeah, and he played him in the last one as
I
well.
do
in,
like Channing
Daredevil.
Tatum.
Mm.
Yeah,
I really like Channing Tatum.
It's Janek's Hall Pass.
Yeah, you said Channing Tatum.
Oh, God, yeah, he's gorgeous.
I don't know who my all pass would be. Oh, who would it be? Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I would imagine it would be somebody it would be somebody very different to James.
I used to like Littlefinger from Game of Thrones.
Is he the Welsh one?
No, he's Irish in
Oh,
there.
fair enough.
And who else would it be? I don't know.
I think you're allowed one.
Finger.
Oh,
You're just
Oh,
listing
no,
people you want to sleep
we
with.
both said, because neither of us, we're not in an open relationship. We're just doing just us two. But we said if we were to have a threesome, it would be with Bublé.
Oh, yes, you said this.
Oh, God, yeah.
Bublé's the only crossover we both have.
Bublé's probably one of
Really?
the only people that you could sleep with and listen to their music as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and sit with him and chat. I think he'd be really nice. I bet he's really good at frying
Is that
eggs.
him?
Yeah. I used to have a big thing for him. Peter Baelish.
Show me them.
Oh, he was in Queer as Folk.
Yeah.
Him.
I've met him.
Yeah, and he was an absolute bastard in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
He was an horrible character and a bit of a worm, but just always kind of fancied him. Well, but if you think about it, James has got that sort of haircut.
James, actually, there is.
He looks
It's
a
not
bit
a million
like
miles away.
we're tall, dark, handsome, bit of salt and pepper.
Scheming.
Yeah, scheming, manipulating.
Backstabbing.
Yeah. Can't be trusted. But yeah, they both got the bit of dark hair with a bit of grey on the side. I love that salt and pepper little.
Oh, very nice.
Well, if you want to discover who else is part of our hall pass, sign up to the Patreon. Or do below say who your hall pass is. But with time to go into the Patreon, Gearóid.
I will be on tour from September. My show is called No Pressure. It'll be all around Ireland and for some of the UK and a bit of Scotland. And I will GearóidFarrelly.com where you find tickets.
Amazing.
Morgan.
I'm on tour this year with a show called What a Bummer. You can get tickets at morganreescomedy.com. It's from September onwards, and we're going all over the UK and some of Ireland. And finally, Josh.
I've retired, and this is the last episode from me. Goodbye. No, I'll be back next week. Goodbye.
Bye.